Bronze has a melting point of nearly 1,700 degrees.
That's perfect.
Meaning warm spring evenings quickly turn hot when it's time to pour at Bronze Age art casting, especially with a desired temperature of 2,000 degrees.
Too close to that melting point, it starts to solidify, cool off and solidify too soon.
Rick Haugen has owned Bronze Age for 17 years and is careful not to go too hot.
We can go a little hotter, but if you get it too hot, you get more shrinkage and you can have more casting defects. So we try to find the happy medium.
During the final stage of the casting process, shells are pulled out of the kiln and put into the pit before a red-hot pot of molten bronze is moved into place.
Picked it up with the shank or the yoke, and then using the hoist for the weight, just moved from shell to shell and poured molten bronze into each shell.
This individual pour is part of a much larger project.
Part of a life-size rendition of the World War II Marines Memorial of the flag raising at Iwo Jima.
The castings are beginning to pile up, but this piece is just getting started.
There are 6 Marines total on a rocky base, and there will be a flagpole with, I don't know if it'll be an actual flag, but it might be a cast bronze flag. But these are life-size replicas of the much larger memorial in Washington, D.C.
Each Marine requires at least 20 pieces, while the base includes upwards of 30 parts. Haugen says the overall project will take at least 1,000 hours.
Over 100 hours just in metal work on each figure. The base will be another 200 hours.
The finished product won't be completed until late summer. As for where it will end up, Haugen's not sure.
The artist is from Nebraska, and he worked with a person down in Oklahoma last year that we cast a twice life-size eagle that had a 14-foot wingspan, 10 foot tall, and we delivered and installed that near Tulsa, Oklahoma. So my best guess is that's going down to that same area.
The art doesn't always travel halfway across the country.
I absolutely love bronze casting because it's a transformative process, and every time you see it, it's just like molten sunshine being poured into a mold.
Cameron Stallheim has had 6 works of art transformed into bronze, including the coyote on the USD campus, and has nothing but praise for Bronze Age.
Very supportive, very kind, and they're very energetic. And they're excited to see new projects come through, and they love just helping out the community and creating work for the community.
Stallheim's most recent collaboration with Bronze Age is titled Linger and can be found on Sculpture Walk in downtown Sioux Falls.
It's just a tremendous amount of work, but the crew at Bronze Age just does an amazing job of really capturing the essence of the original piece.
The duo even tried something new this time around.
We kind of did a little bit of an experiment, and I mixed in holographic pigments with the lacquer. So as you look at it, it kind of changes color a little bit. It's subtle, but it's really beautiful in the sunlight.
The better it looks for him, that looks good for us also.
Haugen started his journey nearly 25 years ago, working for artist Paul Granlund in Minnesota.
The artist I worked for, it was in his 70s when he passed away, and he always wanted to be involved with the pours up to the very end. And for him, it was like kid on Christmas morning breaking open the molds to see the cast bronze.
Much like his mentor, Haugen says the job never gets old. It's also why he takes on projects like the memorial.
We actually enjoy the challenge. That's kind of, it makes it a little more rewarding. The bigger the challenge, the better.
And he can't imagine doing anything else.
I'm sure I'll be doing this well into my 70s too.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Travis Fossing.
Wow, it looks like a lot of work. Bronze Age will cast aluminum, brass, copper, and iron, but Haugen prefers bronze because it's easier to work with and more forgiving when it comes to time to assemble the individual parts. Bronze Age will host the Sun Pour. It's free outdoor iron pour on Saturday, June 17th.